I mean, you get up at 5 a.m., you've got the world to yourself. There's no crowds. You can think, you can plan, you can care for yourself in a world where so many people are so depleted.
Remember this, is that people are time wasters, and the great majority of people have no goals, they have no priorities, they have no plans, they have no concern about becoming successful, and they think that you're the same. They think because their time isn't worth anything, that your time isn't worth anything also.
Before the sun rises is the time of least distraction. Before the sun rises, where you can build intimacy and fluency with what you want to stand for in your day. Before the sun rises, the luxury and tranquility of the early morning hours, you can do that deep inner work that will allow you to go out in the world and play at your best.
But if you want to see if you're a brave person, what they call the 4 o'clock in the morning courage, wait when things go completely to pieces, when things are the worst, when your very best deal falls apart and your rent is late and you're tired and you're sick and everybody is mad at you and your car doesn't work, then it's the person that picks themselves up and says nothing is going to stop me. You know, the best quality in the world that you can develop is to develop the quality of being unstoppable. Say in yourself that no matter what life throws at me, it'll never stop me. No matter how rough it gets, I will never quit. And nothing will ever stop me. Make the decision that you can be tired, you can be worn out, but nothing is ever going to stop you.
There's no such thing as a loser who wakes up at 5 a.m. and works out. It is so hard to do. I'm saying if you're not happy with your position in life, one of the biggest reasons is that you need to change your self-identity. You need to start identifying as a winner. Exactly what Nick said, like you need to create evidence that proves to yourself that you're a winner. And waking up early and working out is the easiest way to do that.
There's a quote that I live by, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man young, wealthy, and wise.
Wake up early and stack wins. What I mean about waking up early, that doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 a.m. But if you're waking up at 8 or 9 a.m., consider waking up at maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. The first win is going to be to not hit the snooze button. The second win is going to be to maybe drink 30 ounces of water. The next one is going to be to not dive into your social media, but instead to shower and get to your next thing that you're going to do. What I mean is we need to start stacking little wins. Most of you out there think that success in life is a byproduct of big wins. And the big wins are important too, make no mistake about it. But I'm here to tell you that the little wins, stacked every day, every hour, over time, over days, weeks, and months, make you a gangster of a human being.
Everyone wants to win. We all want to be successful. But not everyone wants to wake up early, stay late, and sacrifice. And not everyone wants to keep the faith and hold to the vision.
When you wake up early and you get a jump on the day and you've got your workout done and you've got a little bit of work done, by the time normal people are getting up, that's a win. That's a psychological win. And it's not just a psychological win, it's an actual win. It's an actual win. So that feels great. It doesn't feel great maybe when your alarm clock goes off, but by 8 o'clock in the morning and you've already accomplished some of the major tasks that you have, some of the most painful tasks that you have for the day, you're off to a great start.
You have to decide if you are willing to do the things to put you in that category. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep.
You have to be able to win the morning. The mornings when you wake up and your body says, go yourself because I don't feel like doing this today, you have to be able to not allow that to get too deep in your brain. Remind yourself of what you've been through back in the past, back in the day, to get to where you're at today.
Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now. The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task. Say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. Do you know that less than 2% of the population have a sense of urgency, and that there's not an example of a successful person anywhere who does not have a sense of urgency? But if you just develop a sense of urgency when somebody gives you a task, that you get on it and do it fast, that alone will move you into the top ranks in a very short period of time.
So I got an email the other day. This guy's talking about he's struggling to get up.
wants to go in the gym and start grinding early in the morning. I said, when I was 24, I had the same condition, man. The same problem. So I started to study it. The more I studied it, I came with this crazy conclusion. I was just being a bitch. When I say it's not gender specific, it's a mindset. In Godlish, it means weak, soft, feel sorry for yourself. Get your ass up and lace them up. Stay hard.
Morning glory, baby. I'm up at it. It's a beautiful day. And make sure you make it as beautiful as possible, you heard me?
I believe 18 to 22 is your time to grind. Like really grind, put your head down, work as hard as you can. You're young, you're healthy, you have so much energy. And then when you start to get a little older and you figure it out, because of the hours that you've put in, you figured out your business and you figured out your pursuit finally, then you can start to work a bit smarter and pull off the reins a little bit.
Let me tell you something. You listen to me and listen to me closely. Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry for it. So let me ask you, how hungry are you for success?
You cannot win half-ass. You cannot win without being all in. And you're going to hear all these people talk about balance and this and that and this. That doesn't apply to you as an entrepreneur. It just doesn't. Your balance looks different. Their balance looks like, I wake up in the morning, I did this many hours of this, I get to this time, I get to go home, I be my family. That's what balance looks like for them. It's on a daily scale. Balance for an entrepreneur is over the course of your life. And by the way, it's not always a sure bet, but you're going to give a lot, let's say in your 20s, to live a life in your 40s that no one else can live. So when you look at balance over the scale of decades, that's how entrepreneurs get to look at balance. It's not guaranteed.
It's time to wake up. Enough with the bullshit, enough with the excuses, enough with the nonsense, enough with being in a situation where you're always complaining, where you're always pointing fingers. Point the fingers at yourself. The life that you have is the life that you chose. If you don't like the life that you have, it's your damn fault, dude. Change. Make different decisions. Hang out with different people. Instill some discipline, some habits. Win.
Some of the most high-performing, successful people in the world wake up at the exact same time. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning happens to be the magic hour for successful people to wake up. Why? Because most of the world does not wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That hour, that productivity hour that you get between 5 and 6 when other people start waking up is the most productive, crucial time of the day for me. Why? Because I get to focus on me.
When you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's cold outside and the bed is warm and you would literally drag your balls through broken glass so that you can stay in bed, but you get up anyway, that's discipline. When you are sick and tired of doing the same monotonous tasks, eating the same food, doing the same workouts day over day, week over week, and you'd literally rather do something different than actually achieve your goal, but you do it anyway, that is discipline. When you finally get a win and you feel like you've earned a day off, but you do the work anyway, that is discipline. When all your friends are doing the thing that you want to do, but instead of sacrificing your goal, you keep your promise to yourself, that is discipline. When your mind and body are telling you no, but you say yes anyway, that is discipline.
If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a mother that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger.
5:20 to 5:40, the second pocket. Writing a journal. You meditate. You visualize. You do what I call in the book a blueprint for a beautiful day. Or you just sit in solitude and you think and you ponder and you reflect. And then the final pocket is 5:40 to 6 o'clock, and this is the victory hour. The final pocket is grow. But if you look at the greatest billionaires, I've coached many billionaires over the past 20 years. If you look at the greatest producers on the planet, these people have one thing in common. They are ridiculously curious. And no matter how much money they make and no matter how much impact they have, they maintain a white belt mentality. One of the keys to epic performance is a relentless commitment to daily growth.
Don't half-ass it. I mean, think about it. If you're gonna do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever it is, easy, hard, if you give it your all and you don't half-ass it, win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is, if you don't half-ass it, at least you're not gonna have to wonder, oh, would the outcome have been different? What if I did give it my all? And boy, wondering that is what keeps us up at night.
There is a reason many of the great women and men of the world, the great history makers, the great poets, the great philosophers, the great movement makers rose before the sun. There is a magic in the air at 5 a.m. And that's why the 5 a.m. Club is so transformational, because it's the time of greatest quietude. And I believe tranquility is the new luxury on our planet. It is a time of intimate creativity, because you've just been rested. Your brain is fresh. There's very recent cutting edge science coming out now. When you sleep, your brain actually has a mechanism to wash itself. When you wake up in the morning, your willpower is strongest. When you wake up in the morning, you've got a full well of mental focus. And we know that focus in our world is even more valuable than intelligence. And I could go on and on the benefits.
Effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
Yeah, people only root for those who don't need to be rooted for.
You're crazy until you're successful. Then you're a genius. People think you're too obsessed. You're a weirdo. Stop only making videos. Like, get a life. Be realistic. People will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this. But then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then?
Hey man, look, I need you to fall in love with the grind, because once you start falling in love with the end result, you're gonna lose focus. I don't know if it's just me, but I think this year I'm on a time where I'm just trying to disappear, improve, return, and shock everybody.
It's going to be the hardest thing you ever did. Along the way, you're going to lose all your friends. You're going to get made fun of. You're going to get bullied. You're going to get harassed. You're going to get attacked on the internet daily. You're going to struggle. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to owe people money. There's going to be multiple days where you don't think that you're going to make it. And those days sometimes last for months. Nobody's going to relate to you. No one's going to understand why you're doing it. They're like, oh yeah, hustle, grind, this, that. They might laugh at you now. Everybody laughed at me back in the day. Everybody. Guess who's laughing now? Not them, but me.
You have a choice every single morning when you wake up, and this is the mentality and the mindset for me. Anything that happens only happens now, period. If you don't pay attention to it, it's gone and will never happen again. You have an opportunity every single morning you wake up to take the day by the reins and go. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter how bad a situation you're in. You can make decisions, small little decisions stacked up from the moment you open your eyes that are winning decisions that will put you in a better position to get through the day, because all it is a day.
When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You have a choice to get the f*** up. And if you get the f*** up, you got 1 W under your belt. Now, if you eat that meal you're supposed to eat, now you got 2. If you go do that workout, now you got 3. If you're used to stacking f***ing wins like I do every day, you build that self-talk, because every time that win takes place, you're like, I can do this shit. I can do it. It ain't shit. I always do it. And 15 times a day that I'm always hitting these steps, then another step comes in, I'm ready. Motherfucker, give me more variable.
Morning routines are priceless. How you set your morning up is typically how your whole day goes. If you set your morning up in a place of defense, you look at your phone, you check out some text, check some emails, check your social and see things aren't working, or the ad that you have running is not working. If you wake up and look at something that will put you on your heels or have you thinking, what could go wrong? What do I need to fix today? Then your whole day is in defense and you'll just be looking for problems to solve. Compared to setting your mornings up to be an offensive player. How can you do something that makes you read a chapter out of a book that you love? Practice gratitude, go meditate, go work out, take a walk, have a green drink, have a smoothie, something that nourishes your brain, your body, your soul. Find something in the morning that puts you in a place of optimism, a place of offense, and then go attack the day.
People wake up every single day and they wonder what the world has got in store for them today. So they're very much in a reactive mindset instead of waking up and asking themselves, what can I give to the world today? And being in a proactive mindset.
Man, I don't know what you wake up for every morning, but I wake up for another day of success. And every day has a win for me. No matter how big or how small that win is the win. And every day I look forward to a new win, whether it be learning, getting something done, or whether it be just engaging in a different activity that I probably haven't even engaged in ever in my life. What do you wake up for? What gets you up in the morning? What pushes you to be a better person, to be a better version of yourself? What soulfully drives you, fuels you, so that you can keep going in life, so that you can wake up every morning and say, I'm gonna get to it? You ever took the time to really give yourself a little bit of self-care? Take the time to really analyze yourself and just kind of get to know yourself and, hey, nice to meet you. I don't want to live as a stranger to myself. Because I could get so lost in trying to make sure that everybody else is happy around me, and I ain't even paying attention to myself.
What you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Keep going. Do more hard shit makes you do more hard shit. Yeah. Understand that you want it bad, so you're willing to put into work and do things you don't want to do. It's what makes you have the confidence that you know how to push through, and the mentality that I'm the type of dude to get shit done.
I think everyone should be more angry. I think they should be more pissed about where they're at. If everyone woke up more angry about where they're at, not being able to find their purpose, not having the financial status, not having the physique, what if everyone woke up very pissed off about their physique? They would change it. I think the reason I'm going to find purpose greater than anyone is because I'm still waking up not finding it. And then I re-find it each day in the most simple things, which are the way we operate as humans, our character, our work ethic, how we speak to ourselves, how we view life, our perception of reality. If I'm always seeking it, then that means I'm never someone who believes I've found it. I think people's biggest problem is they believe they've found happiness. So if I tell someone you're not happy or something, they would be just massively thrown off. What do you mean I am? They'd be all defensive. It's like, what if you're never even supposed to find it? I really don't believe I need to find anything. I'm just experiencing life as I go in a high frequency state, low frequency state, and then understanding what puts me in these states, greater or worse, you know.
To create the individual you admire, then give that person to the world.
Like, I'm 54 years old right now. Like that. I mean, it just fucking flew by. You think when you're young that you have all this time. You have no time. I mean, one of the quotes on the wall in the gym in there is no tomorrow, from Rocky 3, you know? There is no tomorrow. Let's get all this shit done today.
I got addicted to winning. And I found that you can win more when you surround yourself with more winners. I found that putting yourself in the environment of people that just want shit out of life, it's addictive. You get that, like that rubs off. So my surroundings changed. My ideas grew. My wants grew.
You are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire. You will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
Don't wait. Like, life is happening right now. It is there for you to enjoy. It is there for you to take.
You are the person that determines your future. You are the person that decides to take action and decides what your future is going to look like.
You've got to take the risks. You've got to go all in. You've got to make the investments. You're not doing any of this right now. You're just thinking. You've got ideas. Where's the outcome?
It starts now. Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing to put the partying away? Are you willing to lock in on your goals and dreams?
It's not about waiting for personal growth to be over. It's not about waiting for something. Life is not happening in future. It is happening right now.
I truly believe that once you start waking up at 5 a.m., working out every day, and eating clean, there's no going back. Your life will never be the same. You make more money, have more energy, and get things done when the whole world's sleeping. It's a life hack to wealth, change, happiness, so much so that if you don't do it, you feel it.
You need to seriously be selfishly focused. And what I mean by that is, if people aren't adding to the mission or helping you get to the mission, they're no longer a part of the mission.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
You need to learn how to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Yep.
It's every day of your life just doing.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable.
It's impossible for you to fail if you know who you are, what you want to do, and you wake up every day and work toward it.
Oh, bro, you go to the gym too much. Oh, bro, one day missing the gym isn't going to kill you.
Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt.
Oh, why do you eat like that? Oh, wow, you're so boring. Chicken and rice again? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, if I had listened to that, oh, you know what? Nah, let me give in. Let me go hang out with the boys. Oh, you know what? Let me go drink, blah, 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 blah. No, because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now had I followed that shit. I would have been like them.
If it were a life or death scenario and you had no other choice but to succeed, you would succeed, but you have a way out. You have a backup plan. You have already envisioned the scenario where you fail, and that's why you will. Because if you have a way out, you're gonna take that as soon as things get hard. You have to burn the ships, so you have to push through. Put yourself in a scenario where you have no other choice but to achieve your goals. That is when you'll be resourceful. That's when you get creative. That is where excuses don't matter anymore, and that is when you will actually achieve your goals.
Habits of the successful. Like, you get up at 2:45. As long as you get up in the morning, dude. I know people sleeping until 9. Bro, get your ass up. 5:36 a.m. your ass should be up. Now again, if you're working graveyard, well then that doesn't apply. Right. But if you're sitting at home, you get home 6, 7 at night, and you're sitting there watching TV till 2 a.m. and so now you sleep in till 10. Dude, you're a bum. Like, you need to stop that shit. Not a bum literally, but like, there's habits that successful people do that anyone can adopt. And if you dial in your habits and you've got the skills down and you got your mindset right, dude, you're unstoppable. But in reality, anybody out there that's not making $100,000, dude, you got to do something, because you're not getting out of the rat race doing that shit. You're not even buying dinner.
Every single morning we wake up with an opportunity to succeed. Every single morning, no matter what happened yesterday. When we open our eyes in the morning, we're given a chance. If we wake up alive, we are given a chance to succeed. The decisions that we make from that second, the second you wake up, the second you open your eyes, are when it all starts.
The only way you're going to have anything in this life is to wake up and to suffer the brutal realities of endless effort and to win by force. And that is the answer to 99% of your questions. That's the answer to how you get the girls you want. That's the answers to how you get rich. It's the answer to how you get in shape. It's the answer to how you become motivated. I can be motivated to do anything because I force myself. I can blink and cure my brain and be endlessly, permanently motivated to achieve the most mundane and boring and insignificant of tasks, because I have decided my mind is an absolute monarchy that I control, that I rule. You can't motivate yourself to even get in the gym and have a body people admire you for. You can't motivate yourself to get up and log in and dedicate yourself so you can finally have some money. The dream is not to have a Lambo. The dream is to have a mother who isn't worried about hospital bills. The dream is to be able to travel around the world because there's a place you want to see before you die. The dream is to not have that depression on a Sunday night because you have work on a Monday morning. The dream is to have a car that works, and if it breaks down, you can afford to pay it. That is the dream.
Listen to me, if you wake up in the morning and it kills you to get in the shower and put your clothes on, get in that car and drive to your job, you hate it so bad, get out. You are in the wrong place. You don't belong there. Man, you know it. You know you don't belong there. You're just scared to make that move. Life is very short. Way too short to be miserable and get up and drive to a miserable job that you hate every day. Get up and go out. As long as you know what you want to do, you wake up every day grinding and just working toward that goal.
Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were going to get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important, what you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire, right? Change expectation for appreciation. Extract the lessons and the blessings from the situations that didn't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out. But most importantly, man, approach it and eliminate the outcome, right? Just go for it, work, go to work.
If you want to wake up early, I got an idea, go to bed earlier. And here's the problem, you go to bed earlier and you're not tired yet. Why? Because you slept in until 9 o'clock in the morning. So you have to start the cycle. The cycle starts with a little bit of suffering. The cycle starts with a little bit of pain. The first time your alarm clock ever goes off earlier than you're used to, it's gonna make you feel like, I don't want to do this. Do it. And then that night, you'll be tired a little earlier and you can go to sleep a little earlier. That's how you make it happen.
You gotta wake up early. The most famous passage in Meditations is Marcus Aurelius struggling to get out of bed at dawn. He says, I have to go to work as a human being. He says, I'm not meant to huddle under the covers and stay warm. No, I'm put here to do things, to make things, to be of service to people, to make the world a better place. And you were not meant to huddle under the covers and stay warm either. So get up early and get after it.
It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle, and hit kids when they're way bigger and way more developed than you, only to go home that night bruised and battered and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. But understand this, life is hard. To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts.
Somebody says, how come you're up so early? Say, if you were headed where I'm headed, you'd be up early too. If you were gonna meet who I'm gonna meet, you'd be up early. If it was gonna stack up for you like it's stacking up for me, you'd be getting up early.
I wake up at 3 a.m. every day because it is silent. 0 distractions. Which is honestly what a lot of you guys need. You complain that you don't have time and you complain that you are too spread thin, but it's because you're waking up when everybody else is. So as soon as you open your eyes, everybody's in your phone or in your face. Wake up earlier so you can focus on you before you gotta focus on the world.
I would rather sacrifice my sleep to wake up a little bit earlier to work on my goals so I can push my life forward than sleep on a continual basis and then bitch that I'm not where I want to be. The first key to a morning routine that will help you start changing your life is to wake up earlier than you are right now. And that could be literally 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. It does not need to be 3, 4, 5 hours. But if you wake up 20 minutes earlier than you usually do, and then when you wake up, you go into the rest of this morning routine, you will start feeling better mentally, which will then help you start feeling better physically, which will then start trickling into the rest of your life and make you feel better overall.
I'm not asking you for very much at all. I'm just asking you to be disciplined now. You're going to wake up early, you're going to get after it, you're going to prioritize next year, you're going to hydrate, you're going to clean fuel, no sugar-coated lies, you're going to read, write, and you're going to remember. That short-term pain is going to be worth it.
There is no life hack. To grow that thing, how do you grow it? Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. The hack is going to suck.
You want to be the one that says, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself.
Discipline is you absorb the short-term pain, you avoid the short-term pleasure, and you know that discipline in the long run is going to make you better.
Why can't I continue with this routine? Going to the gym, being better, waking up early, eating the right foods. It's because maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your job, and it's all just stuffed in your brain. You don't have it compartmentalized and organized in these nice shelves. Like you look in a garage, a nice organized militant garage. Hey, where are my dumbbells? Right there. A lot of people whose brain, hey, where's my dumbbells? Let me look. They're throwing shit, they're all fucked up. So where am I gonna put discipline in that mind if I can't find other shit? You gotta be able to find all these different things in your mind. Oh, I can put discipline right there. I can put consistency right there. I can put all these things right there in that spot. Your mind has to always be clear. That's why I meditate 2 hours every single night. Because I refresh, I reorganize the garage, which is my mind, every night. Everything is in its right spot. So when I wake up, I'm ready to go.
People ask me all the time, I lack discipline. How can I get discipline in my life? And no one wants to hear this answer. No one wants to hear it. One of the first steps you can take to impose discipline in your life is to wake up early in the morning. Let's face it, when the alarm goes off, you got your head on that soft pillow, you do not feel like getting up. I call that snooze alarm the dream killer. When you press that snooze button, you're killing your dreams.
I have been the guy that has woken up at 4 a.m. for months consistently, and I've also been the guy that has gone to bed way later, and I want to tell you what is better. The reality is, waking up early just gives you a head start on your day. Yesterday, I had to edit a podcast, and I made
2 video segments as well and edited 3 reels. I did all of this by 6:30 in the morning. Because I woke up early, I did not feel rushed. I did not feel stressed out to get so many things done. I had way more time to just relax and go slow with my work. After doing both ways, after waking up early, after waking up late, and seeing what works for me, I can come to the conclusion that if you want to get ahead in life, you must wake up early.